As we speak, the future of our nation is being decided in voting booths across the country. It is very challenging not to feel stressed out about this particular election, whether it's national or local. According to the American Psychological Association, 77% of adults are significantly stressed about the future of our nation. The other top sources of stress are the economy and the presidential election in general. So how do we stop ourselves from spiraling while awaiting the results tonight and probably tomorrow and probably the day after that? Board-certified clinical psychologist and friend of the show, Dr. Jeff Gardere, is here to help. It is
and
always,
the day after
and
that,
the day,
maybe,
I didn't want to say,
knows?
but yes, and the day
Right.
after that. It is always great to see you.
Great to see you, Marisol.
So this is not the first time we're all voting, unless you're a first-time voter. What is it about this election that has so many people on edge?
Well, it's a divisive election, hasn't it? That same American Psychological poll says 21% of adults are no longer talking to family members.
Yeah.
That's how stressed out we are about this. And we see a huge gender gap here, where this is an election in many ways that's about women's right to choose. It's about health care. It's about the rights of migrants and legal migrants. People have been demonized, and people have their own ideas as to what they think America should be, and we've stopped sharing what the goals are,
Right.
and we've become very, very tribal. So now it's time for us to come together.
Tribal is right, because you can scream into an echo chamber. You can create a little silo of like-minded people,
Yeah.
which has its pluses and its minuses. Now, dare I say, what can we do to relax? Because I'm not sure that folks want to relax, but what do we do as we await these results? Because, I mean, real talk, it's not coming in the next 24 hours.
That's right.
Do we just
Exactly.
distract ourselves? I mean, blissfully ignorant? What are we doing in the Dr. Jeff household?
Well, if you were president, yes, we should have a few more cupcakes, right? We should gratify ourselves, have some sweetness in our
Right.
lives. But I think it's important to understand we can't control everything that's going on in the world, but we can control what's going on in our own households. So in the Dr. Jeff and Dr. Amber household, my lovely wife, it's really important that we are able to control what's happening with our children, giving them the right and proper information, modeling for them what civility is all about,
Right.
going on with our lives each and every day and following our routines. Don't stop doing the things that make us happy and that are part of our productivity.
Right, the daily things to remind us we're alive, we have a schedule. This is just one deviation that will eventually, we will have an answer to.
That's right,
at
and
some
life
point.
does go on, and life will go on from here. A philosopher once said the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is to plant it right now.
Right.
So if your side wins or loses, it's really important for us to keep growing as a country, keep growing as partners, as families, to do the right thing and make sure that people are treated with respect and that we are a society that remains egalitarian.
Egalitarian, and I want to talk to you about family and children in particular. My child who's still in high school, they've sent out an email to the entire school community saying, listen, this is not an opportunity to bully someone because their family may come from a different democratic belief system. How do we foster that? Because there is so much anger. I mean, there is I told my son, it's so hard to remove the emotion from this.
Yes.
But you have to try at least a little bit.
Well, two things. First of all, work through the emotion. Don't deny it.
Right.
So talk to people who you respect. They may not agree with your political point of view, but it allows you to find common ground.
Right.
The other important thing is to attack the problem and not the person,
Right.
not the people. There's a migrant issue that many people are concerned about. Let's not attack the migrants, but let's look at ways to fix that particular system. And I think this is how we will come together in order to do the right things as far as growing the country and making sure that people are treated in a civil way.
In a civil way. When the results do come in, I think it's easy, at least the way I see it, there can be a collective feeling around whatever the result is. Do we give into it? How do we, regardless of what side we come out on, how do we stay present? How do we encourage others to find neutral, if that is even plausible?
Well, I think it's important to be an upstander and not a bystander. So in addition to still being able to vote today, it's really important that we vote in the future. I think we're getting more and more people involved in politics. And I think it's really healthy for us to go out and be volunteers, to work with other people. We may not be able to change the nation. Presidents don't change a country. They help it a little bit. The people who really change the country are us.
That's right.
It's what we're doing in our communities, part of our community boards, within our schools, and so on. So it's important for us to model very positive behaviors, but looking at solving the problems instead of complaining about them all the time.
That's right. And a quick early workout never hurt anybody.
A workout is important, not just to look tight the way that you do and I do, but to get your mind together.
Well, you let me know when you're ready to play tennis, and I'll play with you.
I'm ready to get beaten by you anytime.
Well, from your lips to God's ears. Always wonderful to see you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
We may need you on call next week if that's okay.
I'm around.
All right.